Hello and welcome to another episode of Real Talk. This week we are talking about, wait for it, manifestations. Yes, this is a really exciting subject and a topic, and I'm so excited to talk about this one with you guys this week because last week we talked about the law of attraction and how it works. So it's only natural that this week we talk about manifestations because these two topics, they go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. All right, so we're actually going to play a little game over the next week too to help you really understand how the law of attraction works and the power of law of attraction, okay? So I know a lot of you guys have heard the word manifestation before, but we're going to break down what it really is and how it really works today. And just like the law of attraction, manifestation is where your thoughts and your energy creates your reality, okay? Your thoughts and your energy creates your reality. And as the famous Bob Proctor says, he says, thoughts become things. And if you see it in your mind, you will hold it in your hands, okay? Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands, okay? Remember that. It's a really powerful tip for the rest of this talk today. So going back to energy and emotional states, okay? If you are constantly feeling negative and feeling down, then you're going to attract and manifest negative events and situations into your reality, okay? So the first thing that we need to do when we're learning to be deliberate manifestees is to take a really good look and observe our current thoughts and feelings, okay? So what is your most prominent and dominant emotion that you feel on a daily basis? Is it happy, positive, excited, or is it negative, sad, and angry? Okay, what is your most prominent and dominant emotional state that you feel? If you said that it's negative, sad, or anger, chances are that you're probably manifesting things that you don't want into your reality at the moment. So before we start trying to make deliberate manifestations, it's really important to be clear, to have a clear mind and clear of any negative or unsupportive thoughts or emotional baggage that you might be carrying with you at the moment, okay? And the reason why is because you need to have a positive mind when you're wanting to manifest positive things, okay? So manifestation doesn't only work on thoughts, it also works with action. So what do I mean by this? Well, let's apply this method towards a job interview. We've all gone for a job at some stage in our life, so we all know, we can all relate to this scenario. Just say, okay, let's just say we're going for a big job interview tomorrow. It's the job of your dreams, okay? It's just you've been wanting this job for your whole life. I want you to take a moment and close your eyes and visualize getting this job, okay? Imagine picking up the phone, you hear your new boss's voice on it saying, congratulations, you've got the job. So how do you feel when you hear this news? What is the emotions that are bubbling up inside of you? I'm just gonna guess that if it was me, it'd be happy and excitement, overwhelmed with happiness. And the reason why I want you to pay attention to these emotions is that when you feel these emotions, when you visualize your desired outcome, it will help you raise your emotional vibration to feel more positive and motivated, ensuring that that is what you're letting out and that's what you're sending out to the universe, okay? So you'll always attract into your life wherever your attention and energy is focused on, okay? Whether it's positive or negative. So we all know that where your focus goes, energy flows and things will grow, okay? Where your focus goes, energy flows and things will grow. So that's why it's really important that we visualize our desired outcome with things, okay? But the most common mistake that I see most people do in this particular situation is that we start to focus on what we don't want, okay? We start focusing on not getting the job, okay? That you're already thinking of, oh, what if I don't get it? You know, what if I stuff up the interview? And what happens when we have those thoughts is we start to send out the energy of fear, sadness, and desperation, okay? So it really does pay to be mindful of where your focus is going, because that's where the energy will flow and things will grow, okay? So be mindful of where your energy and your focus is at. Okay, so today I'm going to teach you 5 easy steps on how you can start manifesting your desires, okay? This is the good stuff, guys. Get excited. So You can actually manifest things into your reality within just 24 hours. It doesn't have to take a long amount of time to manifest things into your life. And that's actually what we're going to practice today. We're going to practice manifesting some little wins into our life. Because when we practice on the small things and we start making those little wins, it will help us focus on the bigger things, okay? But remember, it doesn't necessarily matter how big or small your manifestations are or your desires. All 5 of these steps will apply to anything, okay? So, number 1, choose what you want to manifest. Pretty straightforward, I know, but when you decide something that you wish to manifest, your desire, it's really important that you know exactly why you want this specific thing in your life, okay? A lot of the time, people are really vague with what they want, and they're very vague and flimsy with their desires, and not very specific. And because we want to manifest something in as little as just 24 hours, it also pays to pick something that you can actually manifest within 24 hours, all right? Something that you believe that you can actually manifest within 24 hours. So a great example of this is I wouldn't necessarily focus on a new business within 24 hours unless you actually believe that you can achieve this goal the next day, all right? It might be a little bit out of the ballpark for now. So I suggest starting with something small, like maybe a phone call from someone that you haven't heard from for a really long time, maybe a particular feather or a free coffee. These are things that, you know, you can definitely achieve within 24 hours. So the first step is decide what you want, and the second step is really connect with the intention that you can have your desire, okay? You need to genuinely believe that you will receive what it is that you are asking for, okay? This is really, really important, okay? The key word here is believe that you will receive, all right? So step number 2 is energy blockers, okay? Step number 2 to manifesting what you want is you need to be able to recognize energy blockers. So you might be unaware of some of the things that could be preventing you from manifesting your desires, okay? And I've written a list of a few really, really common ones that you might be able to relate to. So the first energy blocker that a lot of us are faced with is negative beliefs and mindset, all right? Negative beliefs and mindset. So if you're in a bad place emotionally, you first need to get yourself in the right mindset before you can successfully manifest the right things into your life, okay? The reason why is because it's all about vibrational frequency, okay? So one of the most common reasons people don't manifest their desires is because they're vibrating at a low vibrational frequency emotionally, all right? So remember, we talked about this before, identifying your dominant emotional states, okay? If you're vibrating low and your emotions are low and they're with sad and jealousy and all those things, that's where your vibrating frequency, that's where your vibrational frequency is currently at. So this actually prevents you your manifestations entering your life, okay? So why is this? Because you can't focus on negative things and expect to attract positive things into your life, okay? So if this is you, it's really, really important that you take some time to practice some self-care. So things like meditation works really well, yoga is really good, exercise and even journaling can help you balance your emotional state, okay? So the next most common blockage that people face are toxic people. And I do talk about this a lot in Pour Why, but we all know that I say that your vibe is your tribe, okay? And we talk about how important emotional frequency is just before. So when we are working on trying to manifest our dreams and our desires, you do need to be really aware of anyone who might be contributing to this or holding you back, okay? So what do I mean by this? Well, if you have some friends or family members that don't particularly believe in what it is that you're doing or the journey that you're taking, they may put you down or, you know, chuck sly remarks your way or, you know, leave you second guessing yourself. These are the type of people that can have a massive impact on your vibrational frequency, which will drop you out of alignment to, once again, receiving what you desire. So be mindful of these people. You'll be able to spot them pretty easily. So if you're saying, oh, I don't know who they are, you'll be able to spot these people pretty easily, as you may leave conversations feeling heavy or full of doubt. It's a really good indication that these people might be affecting your emotional state. So yeah, so try and limit yourself with these people, okay? I do recommend trying to limit yourself for now, just until you can learn how to maintain your vibrational frequency in any situation. And it will take some time, okay? I'm not saying that you need to go through your life and completely remove everyone and anyone who doesn't agree with what you're doing or where you're going, but just until you learn how to maintain your emotional state in any situation, maybe just limit your time with these people for a little bit. And you will learn how to do this, guys, okay? It does take time, but you will. Okay, so the third most common blocker is timing, all right? A common mistake I see most people do is they spend their time looking for their manifestations or desires, okay? Please do not do this, because what you're doing is you're causing resistance, okay? And resistance is what happens when we have an attachment to a particular outcome, all right? So there are actually many layers of mastering this, but this is the trick is that what I have found for myself personally is to just set it and forget it, okay? I like to think of our desires sort of like a domestic house cat. The more you chase the cat, the more you want the cat in your arms and in your life, it is going to continue to run away from you. It's going to head in the opposite direction. So if you just sit back, relax, just wait for it to fall into your lap, because it will, all right? And sometimes we just need to be really patient, guys. You just have to practice being patient. I know we get excited and we really want it, but the key is to just set it and forget it, okay? The reason why is because everything you want will happen when it's the right time and when it's the right reasons, okay? All right, so now that we're familiar with the 3 of the most common blockers, let's move on to step 3 of manifestation, and this is visualization, okay? Step 3, visualization, okay? You're probably already really familiar with the basics of visualization from my law of attraction video, and you've probably practiced a few of these techniques over the last couple of weeks or whatnot, but for our manifestation quest, I want you to take your visualization one step further, all right? I want you to start by going somewhere really quiet, really private, free from the kids, free from any noise, any distractions. It's really, really important that there's no music or anything happening, because music and things can really influence your visualization state, okay? So I want you to spend a good minute just visualizing on the things that you want, okay? Every single morning, just a good minute just for yourself. Pour all of your energy and your concentration into seeing what it is that you want with your mind's eye, okay? Let all those good feelings of having this just really overtake your body, okay? And you might have butterflies. I want you to really just emphasize those feelings, just let them happen, okay? And visualization works really at its best if you do multi-sensory visualization, okay? And what that is that if you can see it, if you can hear it, if you can smell it, and if relevant, you can taste your desire, do so, okay? Try and make your visualization as real as possible, okay? It's like it's already yours. And try and have as many details as you possibly can, okay? Think the thought until you believe it. And once you believe it, it is. And that's from Abraham Hicks, okay? So going back to the coffee situation, going back to, having the coffee in your life. If you want to visualize a coffee, I want you to hold it in your hands. Is it hot? How does it smell? How does it taste? Can you see the steam coming off it? You're really going that one step further than just visualizing a coffee, okay? Is it warm? What does the cup feel like? Is it bumpy? Is it a caramel latte? Is it a black coffee? How does it taste in your mouth? Is it hot when it touches your tongue? Really doing these things really emphasize the visualization state, okay? It's like it's already yours. All right, so another one is that if you're wanting to visualize a new car into your reality, and this is a long-term visualization, maybe you'll visualize how the seat feels, okay? Is it leather? Is it soft? Is it fluffy? What does the steering wheel feel like? Close your eyes. What does it feel like? Is it bumpy? Does it have a cover on it? How does your car smell? How do you feel when you're in your car? Do you feel empowered? Are you excited? Do you feel like a business person? Okay, that's multi-sensor, multi-visualization. That is at its absolute best, okay? Absolute best, all right? Okay, so moving on to step number 4. And step number 4 of visualization is taking action, guys. So once you've finished steps number 1, 2, and 3, identifying what you want and why, identifying energy blockers, and then your visualization, you can just basically go about your life as per usual, okay? Remember, you don't want to go out and go out looking for it. You just want to sit back and relax, because we don't want to cause resistance, okay? So in saying this though, guys, if you do feel the urge to do something or an opportunity arises, go for it, okay? If your gut says, oh, I should take this, absolutely go for it, okay? Because your intentions are what will determine your success, okay? Your intentions are what will determine your success, all right? So if you do find that you're not getting, your desired result within the 24 hours, I do recommend going back and looking at the first 2 steps and going over them. Identifying what you want, be really clear on what it is that you want and why, and are there any blockers in your life at the moment, okay? All right, it's really, really important that you go over these 2 things, okay? And some of the other really common reasons as to why you might not be manifesting as quickly as you desire is it could be possible that you might be doubting the process of manifestation or the process of law of attraction, okay? Do you either not believe that you don't deserve, or you won't get what it is that you desire? Do you believe generally that you will get it, or are you doubting that process? Or perhaps you might not really believe in the law of attraction, okay? These are some of the things that you need to ask yourself, okay? Because any kind of negative feelings like anxiety, worry, anger, or doubt, or negative beliefs can inhibit your results in the end, okay? So you really do need to do some soul searching and be extremely honest with yourself. All right, so it does pay to be really mindful of your thoughts and feelings. We know this, we talk about this all the time in Pool Way. So moving on to step number 5 is recognize and appreciate, okay? Although this final step might not look that significant at first glance, it can actually do a lot to shape your future manifestations, all right? So basically the key here is that you need to fully appreciate what you have once you receive it, all right? Fully appreciate what you have when you receive it. Why? Because what we appreciate appreciates, all right? I'll say that again. What we appreciate appreciates. All right, and you're gonna hear me say this a lot to you guys. So here's a pro tip from me to you. Sometimes our manifestations don't come in the packaging that we first thought they would, all right? So a great example of this is that if you have a desire for a large sum of money, and after a few weeks, you're like, man, where is it? Like, it's not coming. I'm doing all the things coach told me to do. I still haven't received it. Chances are that you probably have received this, but in different ways, okay, and in different packages, all right, than what you might have thought, okay? You might have thought that the money was going to come to you by the lottery, or maybe in a huge lump sum check, but often what can happen is that it can come in different forms of a job promotion or extra work, or, you know, someone could have given you tickets for something, and these are all signs that the universe is working for you, okay? So, the reason why people feel like they can't achieve their desires is that they're really unconscious of what is being delivered to them, okay? Because remember, what we appreciate appreciates, okay? So we do often have a lot of the things that we ask for, but we're unconscious of what it is because it doesn't look how we thought it would come, all right? So it really pays for you guys to go through every day and be grateful for the wins that you have, whether big or small, okay? Make sure you thank the universe. And if, you know, when I go to the grocery shop, if I get an unexpected discount, I thank the universe for it. It's like, for me, it's like I just won $1,000, okay? The universe, I'll be like, thank you so much, this is awesome. I get so excited, and that rises my energy, and that arises my vibrational frequency, okay? Because what I appreciate will appreciate, and that will go towards my bigger desires, okay? So guys, it is true, you really are the creator of your own reality, and you are only limited by the thoughts that you choose, okay? You are only limited by the thoughts that you choose. Okay, my deliberate creating queens, I hope you enjoyed this podcast on manifestation as much as that I enjoyed sharing it with you. I'm going to also put some manifestation tasks up for you guys so you can implement everything and practice what we talked about today, so you can really begin to understand the power of law of attraction. And whether you believe in it or not, there is no doubting that the fact that your prominent thoughts and emotions and beliefs will dominate the outcome of your reality. Okay guys, so On that note, sending you all much love and light. Just in case no one has told you today, trying to spit it out, just in case no one has told you today, I believe in your ability to shift your mindset to become the very best version of yourself for yourself, okay? Much love, guys. See you all really soon.